All right. So, this is a little impromptu stream. And what I'm doing this for is the 2-hour album challenge, 2HAC, which you can find here at this URL. I've posted it inside of the description for this. And the idea behind it is that you get a theme. So it's kind of like a game jam, which I've done a number of those back in the Flash days. And you get a theme. So the theme has been chosen as technology, which is pretty wide open, right? Technology could be just about anything. And basically what you do is you have to compose an audio track in 2 hours. So I am going to compose this here. And I'm going to be using this software. This is PreSonus Studio One 5. And I'm also going to use Adobe Audition to finish it off. But Audition doesn't have, like, if you work the way that I do with audio, Audition does not have the sort of, the tools that you would want to compose with, unfortunately. So Studio One is awesome. I used to be a cakewalk person with Sonar, and Sonar's kind of gone by the wayside, and I've picked up Studio One after that. Although it's been quite a few months since I've actually done anything inside of Studio One, so this will be fun. So technology. Let's start the countdown. It is 9:42. So I've got until, and that's Mountain Time for those going Pacific or any other time zone. If anybody is on here and wants to say hi, I'm going to try to keep my eye on the chat, but I do only have 2 hours to do this. And as you can see, I'm starting from scratch. So it's going to take a lot of my time and concentration to try to figure out exactly what I want to do with this. So I'm just going to get into it. I've basically got just a empty song here inside of Studio One that I'm going to start laying things down. So let's see here. I always tend to go for native instruments when I first get into stuff. Absinthe is always good to start with as a virtual instrument. So let's load one up here. So technology. I've got on the side here a Alesis QS7, which is it's been my primary synthesizer for a long time, since like 1998, 1999, something like that. And it still serves as a really good virtual or MIDI keyboard for all these virtual instruments, which is pretty nice. I can reuse this hardware. And of course, I still have all the banks and everything on there that I would normally have. So since we're talking Absinthe here, let's make it green, right? Make that track green. Expand it a little bit. And right now I'm basically just looking for just something to lay down as a bed. And that's terrible. I would never use that. That's pretty nice. All right, so we got a starter here. We are getting going. And yeah, I see there's a few people watching, so feel free to comment and say hello in the chat as we go along with this. I've got a good 2-hour block here that I'm going to do. So this is going to be, quite a more lengthy session than it usually is. Nope. There we go. So a lot of times how I generally work with stuff like this is, especially under time constraints, is I will basically go through and just lay down some stuff organically like this. And then go inside and just tweak everything as I'm doing now. Actually, this might be the first time that I've really used this particular version of Sonar. Or Sonar. Studio One, rather. It's been a long time since I used Sonar. Though I did really enjoy using Sonar. By the way, I am not formally trained at all with music. So, basically, I just make what I want to hear. All right, there is a 4-minute soft cap on these. So I'm going to make sure to stay under 4 minutes. It's going to be my sound bed. And yeah. I mean, I think it's great. I love using my Quadrasynth, the Alesis. I think it's a great piece of hardware, even though I did smash a key or two during my master's project. All right, let's set some additional stuff on here. All right, I feel kind of lost. Here we go. Get some inserts in here. You know, I do think that a lot of composition is just listening. Bit Crusher can be fun sometimes. So this is how I tend to work. I usually just lay something out, I tweak it, and then I play with it, right? So this is the play point where I'm playing with things. Actually, I might want to, let's see how this works with a guitar rig placed onto it. I use guitar rig on all sorts of different stuff. You don't have to use it on guitars. You can use it on ambient kind of pad-like stuff like this. You can use it on vocals, all sorts of things. And apparently I've never run it on this MacBook because it's going through and looking for all the different little presets and everything that is contained here, which is fine. But I am on a clock here, guitar rig. So let's go. Hello, Keaton. How are you? I see your comment. Welcome. And actually, this is my first Behance stream doing anything with audio. So I usually do stuff with Adobe Animate, and I've done stuff with Dimension and a lot of Fresco and things like that. It's my first time with audio. But I've done audio stuff for many, many years. All right, so let's see here. Got my guitar rig going up here. And it's not bad. I like it. All right, so maybe that's good for this first track here. Start getting some other stuff in. So let's see what we have. You know what I would like to use is a multi-instrument Deep Flight 1. Oh yeah. That's good. Let's solo this and just do a recording from the quadrasynth. That gives us some stuff to go on. Stop that right there. All right, I want the color to be quite a bit different because I want to differentiate this from what we have there. Usually I do vocals or choirs in hot colors. So let's set this to like a red or an orange. And actually unsolo that. Hey Keaton, yes, I do have a YouTube channel. This might be a little too loud. As most people in my house are sleeping right now. Damn, that's pretty nice. You know, this is how stuff comes together, right? Switch this out, see what these others sound like. Nah, forget it. I don't know. Actually, that might be better. Let's, this is a little more loud than I really like things to be. Let's take that down a little bit. This fella here already has a bunch of stuff attributed to him. Now, in previous versions of Studio One, I've been able to open up a nice little... Here it is. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. This makes it a little easier. If you've ever used Studio One, it makes it easier to deal with individual tracks by going in here and just, you know, doing stuff inside of this kind of like side column, right? So a couple things I want to do here. And actually, I mean, the mixer might work for this too. Because really, let's copy the room reverb. I'll just keep it the same. know what I do want on here? I want some delay on this one. The reverb's nice, but some delay would be even better. Hmm. Like I said before, listening is probably, it's probably 90% of this sort of thing, right? You just have to play with things, tweak things, change things, and listen. And listen and listen and listen. I remember I used to, as I was putting like an album together or something, I would, listen to it on the computer. I'd listen to it on a home stereo system. I'd listen to it in my car. Just like any environment that you can listen, you listen to it. Hold up, bud. All right, let's put this delay away. Put the delay away, guys. Come on. And hello. 3:30. That is not terrible. Let's see, what do we have here? Got 31 minutes in. That's pretty good. I've got a solid base, in my opinion. Let's add some percussion in here. This is fun. It's getting me back into it, you know? Which my last release was like early 2018. It was like February 2018. So it's been a few years. But with stuff like this, it's like paying projects gets in the way, right? So it becomes a problem. Better. Right on. So I just got a notification that Adobe Live is simulcasting my live stream. I'm not sure what that means. That's pretty cool. Hello, everyone who's joining. I think I'll use this. So what I'm gonna do, let's just go back here. This will be great for like a little intro. So let's, yeah, we got this soloed. It's armed. Let's go ahead and record. Let's do it. Awesome. Let's go ahead and fix this up a bit. One thing, of course, I'm going to need to change the color. We don't want that to be blue like everything else. Let's make it a darker blue. Yay, Joseph. Good job. No, we're going to make it like a yellow. That's going to be great. Let's take these guys down a little bit. They don't need to be so tall in the track structure. And settle him out over there. All right. Yeah, I don't know, buddy. Here we go. Shifty, 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 click. Just like Adobe applications. Shift click to do stuff. Oh, still soloed. Darn it. All right. So I got nothing on here. Well, for some reason I've got... Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Why is all this shit on here? Excuse me. Why is all this stuff on here? All right, let's add in. Actually, it's easier to do from Mixer View. So you can just kind of like drag stuff over. Stuff, mind you. Let's see here. Let's grab that reverb. It's a nice long reverb. Analog delay, why not? See what happens here. And for those of you just tuning in here, I'm doing this stream as part of the 2-hour album challenge. So I've got 2 hours to create an audio track. And I'm about 38 minutes in right now. So what I'm using here, it's not an Adobe software, even though this is Behance, right? This is Studio One from PreSonus. Studio One is my new favorite DAW. It's great. It's everything I wanted other DAWs to be, honestly. So let's see here. I'm going to grab some bits and pieces from what I've already got right here. But we will finish this off in Adobe Audition. Eventually. Oopsie. So I was going to go percussion, but the keys, I think, are going to do it for me. This last one we can end off again with where we started. Hello, Amelie and Romance. Welcome to the stream. And anybody, feel free to chat a little bit. We're about halfway through this. So I've got 2 hours to create a stream. Or, not a stream, a track in this stream. And I've got quite a bit laid down already. Which is really nice. Emily, sorry. My last name is Labrec, and everyone gets that wrong, so I am empathetic. So the theme for this is supposed to be technology, which is sort of here, you know, I guess. It's an influencer. I'm just kind of listening to see what we have right now. That it's kind of subdued. Feels like an ocean. I guess I'm sort of on target then. Emily says, it's like taking over the world. Well, let's fire up Audition. Here it comes. All right. So my idea when going to this was I'd take about an hour and a half composing this thing and like 30 minutes just finishing it off, right? So with Audition, Adobe Audition here, gosh, let's see. Do I even have this set up correctly? Nice. Okay, I do. It's picking up my mic just fine. So I need to add some voice to this. And before I do that, I'm going to want to actually write some stuff to actually speak. So let's put Audition back in the pocket for now. I'm going to listen to this. And gosh, how should I do this? I guess I'll just write it on my scratch pad. Bring up my scratch pad. So I've got a document that I use as a Google Doc. I call it my scratch pad. And basically, like, anything goes on there that's like, you know, stuff to do, little particulars about different things. And I use it for whatever. So composing something like this and adding some kind of, you know, some words to it, right? Some text is going to make sense. But I'm going to do it on the other screen here because I've got a bunch of other projects on here, proprietary information and so forth. So thinking about technology in its most basic sense, I'm going to play this back as I kind of come up with some things, and then I will record that stuff inside of Audition. I'll bring it into here and integrate it into the piece, and then we can look toward mastering the track, mixing and mastering. Right on. So we're going to hop back into Adobe Audition here. Just checking the stream. Wow, I've got a number of people here. Goodness. Welcome, everyone. So just to catch everybody up, I am doing a 2-hour composition for, oh gosh, where is it? Window. For the 2-hour album challenge. So the idea here is you're given a theme and you create a little track that's about 4 minutes long or under. And the theme for this is technology. So I've just written a little bit of vocals around technology, or my take on the subject, right? So I'm going to use Adobe Audition to record these. I could, of course, use PreSonus Studio One to record this, but I am going to use Audition because this is Behance is an Adobe platform, right? So I am going to use Audition as much as I can when it makes sense. And I do like Audition for creating stuff like this and then integrating it into other things and also finishing off tracks and things. So I'm going to use it a couple times here. All right. So I have composed a little bit of prose for this. And I'm now going to record that and then integrate it into the track. Sheets of phosphorescence cut deep. Spectral friends joining hands around a final release. Flames touch the sky. Not me. Not me. This time. Fight me when I'm alone. We can never put aside these ceramic shells. Exposed to one another. Exposed to the sun. I burn. And you burn too. All right. So there we have our little recording here. Snap. Let's cut rid of that. All the others were good, so we'll keep them. Let's go ahead and save this. Vox Wave. Dropbox. Let's put it in my downloads. Save it as a WAV file. Lovely. Thank you, Audition. Right on. I'm going to go ahead and locate that stuff that I just downloaded, my vox.wave. We can drag this directly into my DAW here, and there it is. Hello, Joseph. So what we're going to do here is basically cut this up into little pieces. Let's figure out where we want this to start. Probably around here. spectral friends. Joining hands around a final release. Flames touch the sky. Not me. Not me. This time. Fight me when I'm alone. We can never put aside these ceramic shells. Exposed to one another. Exposed to the sun. I burn. And you too. Alright, so I've cut that audio track up, that vocal track. Now it's been a replacement and treatment, right? So let's go ahead and sort this out. When do we want this stuff to actually show up in our track? Probably around here. Sheets of phosphorescence cut deep. Or maybe around here. Sheets of phosphorescence. And of course we are going to manipulate this in a bit. So take these guys down a little. Modularize them. So that we can appropriately place these different pieces, these different words inside the thing. When I first started doing this sort of thing, it basically came from poetry. So I was writing a lot of poetry, really bad poetry, and I decided to create some musical projects around that. And that's the essence of my project, An Early Morning Letter Displaced. I'll probably label this under my other project, Shivervein, which is more experimental and sort of like, what would you say? Sheets of phosphorescence. Just in the moment kind of stuff, right? All right, so let's see here. So here's my Vox. Let's go ahead and add some stuff to this. So one thing I really like to add, first of all, Isotope makes some really great stuff. I'm going to put in some nectar. Sure. Go ahead. Go for it, guys. Share away. The thing about plugins, right, is that they're all very different. they're all super different. Forget very different. They're super duper different. Flames touch the sky. Not me. Not me. So I often do like to add some guitar rig to this sort of thing. Let's go ahead and do that. Or, I mean, there might be other things too. Let's see. In my Vox. So I got my Nectar. Let's add in, close Isotope out. Empire's nice. PreSonus. Flames touch the sky. Not me. Not me. This time. Fight what I'm alone. We can never put aside these ceramic shells. Exposed to one another. Exposed to the sun. I burn. And you burn too. And you burn too. So it's getting there. Buddy. It's a little weird. If you're not careful. You never put aside. These ceramic. See, I like Driver, but it tends to just destroy things quite a bit. So I'm gonna just disable that for now. These ceramic shells. just going to add some delay and some reverb there. And let's put red light district at the very end. See how that sounds.
We can never,
That's not good.
We can never put aside these ceramic. We can never put aside. We can never put aside these ceramic shells. Exposed to the sun. I burn, and you burn too.
So I want the analog delay in there, but I don't want it to be as severe as it currently is.
We can never put aside.
So right now it's mad, right? Let's see.
We can never put aside these ceramic shells.
No. Come on, buddy.
We can never put aside these ceramic shells. Exposed to the I burn.
That's too much.
I burn.
I don't want to burn that much, man.
I burn.
It's a little better.
And you burn too. I burn. I burn. And you burn too.
Damn, that's good.
Exposed to one another. Exposed to the sun. Exposed to one another. Exposed to one another. Exposed to the sun. I burn. And you burn too.
Okay. So, where are we here? We're at 1 hour and 11 minutes, 37 seconds. So, I've got about 45 minutes to complete this track, which is cool. I can do that. this has been really fun. I've enjoyed this. This needs to happen, okay? Here's our priority right now. We need to disperse these vocals over this area because they don't exist anywhere that's important right now. One of the things to do when you're creating something like this is to create something that's of importance, right? You want to be mindful of where things lie. So let's do that. Sheets of phosphorescence cut deep. Spectral rays. Joining hands around the fireplace. Flames touch the sky. Not me. Not me. This time. This has to go somewhere else. That's a breaking point. Not me, not me. Goes on a bit. This time. Fight me when I'm alone. We can never put aside these ceramic shells. Exposed to one another. Exposed to the sun. I burn. And you burn too. Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's always so good. It's always so good to like have something like just kind of. This is like the cool thing about audio. Is it when it comes together, it's just so good, you know? And this is the sort of thing I like. So, I still think there's a bit of treatment to do on this, but I'm not sure what exactly that treatment should be. So, sheets of phosphorescence. I just want to like garble it up a little bit. And I have 45 minutes to do that, so. It can be done. Sometimes I think I really have too many plugins.
Sheets of
God, how about no for that one, huh? Jeez. How about just a slight touch? Maybe we don't need it to be so damn massive, right? Dissonance.
sheets of phosphorescence cut deep. Spectral reds. Joining hands around a final release. Flames touch the sky. Not me. Not me. We can never put aside these ceramic shells. Exposed to one another. Exposed to the sun. I burn. And you too. And you burn too. Sheets of phosphorescence cut deep. Spectral reds. Joining hands around the final release. Flames touch the sky. Not me. Not me. Fight me when I'm alone. We can never put aside these
It is very quiet.
shells.
Feel free to chat it up.
Exposed to one another.
We're getting towards the end here. I've only got about 30 minutes
Exposed to the sun.
to mix and master this track. So,
Flames touch the sky. Not me. Not me.
Okay. So I'm going to say composition period is complete. Let's go ahead and mix and master this thing and get it off to the people at the 2-hour album challenge, which is why we're doing this. So please, yeah, anybody who has questions, please. Emily, go ahead. I am going to go into full-on mixer mode here. As you do that, type of music. I'll let everyone else speak to that. But in the meantime, everybody please go ahead and, add stuff to the chat. Respond to Emily. Or pop your own stuff in, whatever. I am going to go ahead and add some stuff in here for mastering and mixing this thing. And I'm going to start with, so I love isotope stuff. It's wonderful. Ozone saves me so much time. I'm going to go ahead and fire that up. There it is. And what we're going to do is choose a preset. I'm going to just do an all-purpose master here. And what I usually do is just choose CD master. So what we've got inside of Ozone, we've got our equalizer, we've got dynamics, and a maximizer, which is also a limiter. So anything that might be clipping, this is going to take care of it quite a bit.
Sheets of phosphorescence cut deep. Spectral bands.
You can see here it pushes down on anything that gets too loud.
Joining me
It lifts anything
around
that
the
is
eyes.
too soft. So you can see here in the original, the input, it's actually clipping,
Flames touch
but
the
it takes
sky.
care of it for us.
Not me. Not me. This time, fight me when I'm wrong. We can never put aside these ceramic shells.
So that is loud. Let's take that down a little bit.
We can never put aside these ceramic.
Come on.
We can never put
Come
aside
on, guy.
these.
I need my stuff. So one thing you can do when this happens is you can always right click and you can choose to just render the audio in real time if it's already
This
finished.
time,
Or you can just go back a little bit and listen to it. It's one of the pains around this sort of thing.
fight me when I'm wrong. can never put aside these ceramic shells. Exposed to one another. Exposed to the sun. Shells. Exposed to one another. Exposed to the sun. I burn. And you too.
All right. So inside of ozone, I'm going to add something here, and that's a little bit of reverb. Let's see. Or maybe not in ozone. Maybe I'll just put it as its own thing onto the main output here. Just something real simple. And what this will do is this will kind of like glue everything together, you know? Although it's all pretty good right now, but I always tend to do this. I want to add a little bit of reverb just to keep everything tight and contained.
We can never put aside these
Although it should
ceramic shells.
Ceramic shells. Goodness.
Exposed to one another. Exposed to the sun. I burn. And you too.
That's good. So, you know, you could do put some EQ on there. You could put all sorts of stuff. But I'm going to say this is pretty much good for my purposes here. So, yeah, there we go. I've been working on this for an hour and a half, which is pretty good. Let's go ahead and render this thing, right? Render. Whoopee. Select everything we have here, right? All the tracks. File. And oh, export mixdown. Here we go. Song export mixdown. Like I said, it's been a while since I've used this sort of software. Let's export a mixdown. So file name, mixdown. Sure. Publishing. I'm not going to publish it anywhere just yet. I'm going to upload it to the place where it needs to go. Wave file, yes. I want the whole thing. My output's going to be main, absolutely. All right, let's just go ahead and hit OK. It is producing my mix down. Good, an hour left. Yeah, so Adobe Live. Let's have a look here. So I got a couple monitors here that I use for this sort of thing. And I don't usually stream at this time. I usually stream on Wednesdays in like the mid-afternoon. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm featured on behance.net/live as the big old live stream here. Which is pretty fun. Let's go ahead and I don't know. Oh. Apple wants me to try the new Safari. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Sorry, Steve. Right. Oh, so this is doing its thing. Perfect. And what I'm going to do after this is finished is I'm going to submit it to the challenge. And again, this is, if I can locate it here, the for the kiddies, right? A 2-hour album challenge. So hopefully this will actually help out. Thank you, Studio One. And yeah, so what we're going to do is submit this using this Google form right here directly after this, but I'm going to actually stop this so I can submit my personal information, and I got to put this mix down, which is right here inside of something else. Let's go into Audition, of course. So here's the original vocals that I recorded for this. And I want to update this with Mixdown. So let's go ahead and grab that. Pop it in there. Yeah. So I thought it might have a little extra stuff in here. I do love Audition. Just give it a little skippy preview. So what we're going to do is just trim off the end here inside of Audition. And it's actually, I mean, it's a little longer than I know they want it to be, but I don't know. Here, let's cut that out there. Let this fade in. It's pretty close, right? And let's get it from this end too. Oopsie. It's a little too tight. Oh, goodness. That's not what we want at all. There we go. I'm really pleased with this. This is really nice. Essential sound panel can go away. No thanks. Right on. So I think that is it. I'm going to upload this stuff off stream, but my assumption is this is going to be available after the fact. The competition closes in like 2 days. So after that, you should be able to grab it from wherever you go here. The 2-hour album challenge, once again. Here is the link, and it is in the description, but I am going to go ahead and pop it in the chat here too. There we go. So check it out. And, it does go on for the next 2 days. So I wanted to get mine over with pretty quickly. But if anybody's interested in doing something a little more tomorrow or the next day, you can feel free to go ahead and do that. So this is my contribution, and I am pleased with it. So thanks, everyone, for joining me, those who are here live, and those of you who are joining in with the replay. I hope you found something useful from it. The creative process is always something interesting. And I have fun. So with that, I'm going to say good night because it is pretty late here. It's almost 11:30 Mountain Time. So I need to get this thing submitted and then I need to go to bed. So good night. Thanks again, everyone. And yeah, check me out on Wednesdays at around 11 Pacific time. That's when I usually stream. And maybe I'll do some more of these as things move ahead. Anyway, thanks.